23 here again, and say hello to From the Depths. As you may have seen, for the last 7 days, I've been throwing up a lot of From the Depths episodes, and as such, I have decided what I'm going to do. Let's go and load the campaign up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and make a schedule now. From the Depths will now be airing on, will now be uploaded on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and let me go ahead and get out here. And I plan doing War Thunder Tuesday and Thursday. These are now, this isn't, permanent. This is going to be subject to change, very much so, because I'm thinking about also bringing in Minecraft, just because of the fact it's an incredibly fun game. I love it. That and my computer can actually handle it pretty well. I might actually I might actually record some later on today. Hopefully, also the audio issues that I noticed in the last videos are going to be fixed now. And something else is that the quality is going to be much higher. Thanks to me messing around with the settings, it's much different now. And furthermore, what I have also done, it's now running at 60 frames per second, so it's going to be nice and fast. Why? Because I noticed that when I was editing it, scuttle gun and a sledge. There's something else over here. Okay, whatever. When I was editing it, I noticed that it kind of got a little jittery. That was partially because From the Depths doesn't like running at 10 times speed for a long portion of time, and also because I was running at the time at 30 frames per second. Ooh, Barracuda. Ooh, fun times ahead. And also, I noticed in the other 7 episodes that I was kind of hyper spastic and all that good stuff. This is because that I was actually extremely tired. When I get tired, I turn like all kinds of loco. I was going
Moving now.
Luku. No, it's loco. Whatever, I get crazy. Anyway, frack. That doesn't come the way I want to. What are you? Sledge, sweet. Okay, you know what? We're gonna turn you over here. You over here. You over here.
Receiving.
Been a while actually since I played, so it's like taking me a little bit to recognize what's going on here. Actually, I'm gonna move you over here. So hopefully, I just realized co-op isn't stopped. Oh well. So hopefully it's running better and hopefully it's better on your guys' end. Please do leave it in the comments below if it isn't. Once again, on my end, it may appear okay, but that's because I view it in a what's the word I'm looking for? Essentially, I view it on my monitor, so my monitor looks perfectly fine. That's what I'm trying to say. What is going on? Why are the missiles just diving in the ocean? Anyways, let's get into the From the Depths, and let's stop talking about all that. I probably didn't finish a bunch of sentences there. I'm sorry, my bad. I'm still tired. For some reason, I thought it was a good idea. Hey, let's record this while tired again. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Come on, end the battle. Thank you. Pull times 10.
Receiving. Moving now.
I want the
Moving
salvage.
now.
Okay, let's go pick up the salvage real quick.
Moving now.
Back off. Alright. Would I spawn on that? The alternative? Maybe. I don't know. Slapshot. Okay. Also, ooh, yes. I'm thinking about beefing my task force up. Let's go to the resource fortress. I should probably get out of that, shouldn't I? Yes, hopefully everything looks better. My computer's actually running amazingly since I've done these changes, which is interesting, because these changes should be slowing it down, but they actually appear to have made it slightly faster. I just realized you actually cost 22,000 metal. Okay, now we're gonna build benevolence. Another benevolence. An air cobra. And another air cobra. The reason why for this is because I feel like beefing up my air force. I've been noticing that while it is incredibly strong,
Listening. Moving out.
it just doesn't have the
Listening.
same, actually what I could do, I could make this into its own little task force. That might be a good idea. I'm very indecisive today, please forgive me.
Receiving.
Let's just go ahead and select that. Okay, I know you're the Barracuda and whatever, but what are you? Vehicle over land, what are you? Marauder? Really? A Marauder? Really? An Atlas and probably another Marauder. Okay then. I'm so glad I made another Navy, another task force, because it means I can just simply do this. Actually, I've decided
Moving out.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and...
Listening. Listening.
Let's keep the resource fortress out, merge this into one
Listening.
group.
Listening.
Come
Listening.
on. Come on! Benevolence Mark 3. This is going to be fleet name. Aerial Task Force 1-2. Hopefully also, something that I noticed while editing is that
Receiving.
the audio kind of got messed up. It was lagging behind, I noticed. Hopefully I fixed that now. I think the 60 frames per second will most certainly help. That's right.
Receiving.
Oh, well.
Receiving.
Front line, come on guys, let's do this.
Receiving.
You guys get into a flying
Receiving.
position. I get onto the Caribbean Queen. I still love that name. Also, something else I realized that really kind of shocked me. The last episode, you may have noticed suddenly where there was a cut, and then the audio kind of glitched out after said cut. That was me going to my web browser. At the time, I didn't realize that the web... Okay, I thought for a second I had something selected because I right-clicked on accident. I didn't realize at the time that when I right-clicked, it didn't record what was going on. And so as such, it completely kind of messed up the audio at times. I've now learned not to do this. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to use my tablet, or my Kindle much rather. I'm using that instead to go ahead and pull up the boat name generator. And something also I noticed is that I didn't do a good job explaining what it is. Before, what I do is I'd make up the names myself. You know, I just come up with random names, slap it on a ship, be done with it. This boat name generator is going to help me greatly because literally for a good portion of the time my ships just remain the same name, you know, Kobe class or Legion's class, because I just didn't know what to name it. This will give me names immediately. And also, if you want, go ahead and comment down below a name for a ship, and I'll either put the name you put, or if you leave a comment that's, you know, really helpful or something like that, I'll put your name as the ship. Anyways, enough talking, let's watch this. Yeah, Sailor's the nasty thing about, well, not so much nasty, just annoying thing about Shrikes. They don't like being blown up. I really should have actually thrown like an Air Force into this. That didn't do as much damage as I was hoping. Okay, there's one or two things I need to do. You either need to modify you guys, your guys' missiles, so that way it's... Oh, okay, never mind. Alright. I'm gonna shut up now. Pure hatred, friendly, suspicious, white flares. Suspicious steel strike. I don't care. Steel strikers. I'm actually quite surprised. One of the...
Receiving.
Okay, for a second I wasn't collecting the metal.
Moving
That
now.
was weird. One of the aircraft I've designed, it
Listening.
actually,
Listening.
it's not supposed to be able to do this, but in a testing thing I did, excuse me, I just had something stuck in my throat for a second there. It wasn't supposed to do this, but however, the Steel Strikers, it took on some of their aircraft and came out on top. I have no idea how, honestly. The Steel Striders have amazing aircraft, but for some reason mine came out on top. That really kind of was interesting. I think I'm going to engage as a Barracuda. Ooh, I could bring the aerial task force into this battle. Yeah, what I might just do, this is, once again, this is a kind of cheaty thing to do, but I'm in desperate need of resources. I'm eating them up real fast as I'm building up my Navy and Air Force at the same time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in this to
Moving out.
engage them.
Moving out.
Come on. Yeah, then this and bang. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and use these guys to engage this. This will be engaged by my navy. And, well, wait, why is it? See, once again, developers from the depths would be nice as it flag. I've already said this, but I still think it'd be a great idea.
Airborne at your service. Listening.
I decided to do that real quick because I know for a fact some of these actually register as they register as all terrain. I don't want that. I want aerial vehicles. Why? Because I'm nitpicky. Come on. Alright, Lego. Also, that's going to be editing this in a bit. Actually, there's going to be a lot that I'm going to be doing editing-wise on these. Hopefully you can actually hear me over this. I noticed at times before they get really loud. Come on. Once again, I need to ride the Valkyries. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Why are we going sideways? I'll try to get your engagement range like super far out. Okay, I'm getting one of the benevolences. Also, sorry for the lack of War Thunder videos. That cough, man. Hold on, F11. Huh. That was in fact a coffin now. I didn't notice that. I noticed the Atlas and the 3 Marauders, but I didn't notice the coffin now. Okay, interesting. Let's go and just start time back up again. So, buddy, you're not going anywhere fast. Getting back on subject. Sorry, being spastic again. I haven't been uploading War Thunder videos, and I'm incredibly sorry about that. It's just, recently, I've kind of run into a little bit of a wall. Whenever I make War Thunder videos recently, they haven't been up to the standard that I like. With all my videos, if I find it incredibly boring or uninteresting, I most likely am not going to add it, unless, of course, if I don't, it would ruin the series. Like, for example, there was a couple episodes of this where I wasn't exactly happy with what I created, but there was not much I could do, because if I removed it, it would suddenly be, okay, would you look at this? I've captured twice the amount of land, and oh, why was it cut out? Well, I can't really explain that because, whoops, let me do that. This is able to make moves, right? Come on, there we go. Alright. It's probably, huh. I forgot which button it is to stay with the magnetic boots. Oh well. But yeah, because of the fact that I record all of them beforehand, if I were to do that, suddenly you'd get an episode where, you know, I don't explain how I got all this territory and all that, so I didn't want to do that. And I'm going to try not to do cheaty things that much, even though I don't consider capturing ships to be cheaty. I actually kind of think it's pretty kosher, honestly, but to Episode, I think it's kosher because might not, I don't know. And by cheaty things, I mean, what I did there with the grenade launcher, actually, I just realized that. As I'm saying, I'm not going to do cheaty things, I do a cheaty thing. For those of you who don't know, if you switch rapidly between the grenade launcher and something else in your hotbar, like this, it allows you to have essentially a fully automatic grenade launcher. It's cheaty, and I really should stop doing it, honestly. This battle's going to draw on for a little bit. This might actually be one of those episodes that falls in that category of, oh, this is kind of boring. But sadly, there's not much I can do about it. Ah, come on. Dang it, the Atlas got back up. Oh, well. It'll probably get knocked down again, I know this. Also, something I might also be doing, I might actually start uploading shorter videos, just because of the fact I noticed that. No, also, not only the fact that I noticed, but also I realized that not everybody has time to watch a half-an-hour video. So I'm gonna try to make these shorter, but however, well, with From the Depths, it's incredibly hard, so I might not do it. But with something like War Thunder, I will most certainly be making it shorter. And Minecraft, if I do start doing that, which I'm pretty darn sure I will, I'll make those short episodes as well, maybe like 15-minute episodes. I'm saying that though, I won't be able to accomplish much. That's a good Actually, you know, I'm gonna leave that to you guys. Do you go ahead and leave in the comment section? Dang, that's a big hit on the Atlas. Leave in the comment section down below if you'd like longer episodes or shorter episodes. All up to you guys, honestly. Ooh, no. The Atlas is just a pain in the butt. Let me on. Let me on. There we go. Huh. The, guard here? Is there a wheel guard? Wheel guard? No? Okay. Where's the, I thought these had wheel guard. Stay away from the... Yeah! Come on, let's breach. One AI down. I have no idea where the other one is though on this. I think it's actually at the front. I think it's at the front. I'm not sure though. No, actually doesn't look like it. No! Don't fall out! Okay, well, oh well. Go ahead. There, whoa. Okay, then I'm glitching through this. Fun times, ow, ahead. So where exactly is that? I'm gonna put in nanites. Oh, shut up. Not picking up all these different noises, because I noticed before when I was editing that all of a sudden I'm hearing all these noises. Like for example, I heard my dog barking in the background. Recording session, how the heck did the microphone pick that up? So hopefully, with the changes I made, hopefully it's not picking up all those noises now. I don't think it will, but once again, I have no idea. For those who don't know, what I just shot out, that was a spawn pad for the guards. Well, you didn't need that, right? Of course. Why would you need that? I have no idea where the heck the AI is. It's funny because I've captured Marauders, I've destroyed Marauders. You'd think by now that I'd know where the AI is. But I haven't the slightest idea, honestly. Yep, there's the guard bot. You're creepy. No, you're creepy, but you're a jerk. Well, then again, to be fair, I did just invade a ship and start blowing stuff up. Okay. Where is the AI? This is kind of a cheaty thing as well, honestly, but to be perfectly honest, this is just something that ships. This isn't per se cheaty. It just can be considered that if you abuse it. I wouldn't consider what I'm doing right now abusing it though. Where is the AI? Especially since I can't find freaking AI in this thing. Where is it? Do I need to take out every single weapon controller? That can't be it. Can I shoot you? Stop building that up. Okay, you know what? Brace your ears, time for a minigun. Before my friendlies blow up. My supposed friendlies. Alright, well, that was undoubtedly the other Marauder going up. Yep, that's the other Marauder being blown to bits. And so apparently you have to wipe out not only all the AI, but maybe the power bot things? No, I think it's actually just all the AI and all the AI components, maybe. Hopefully. Because otherwise that makes it a pain. Well, I mean, it makes sense. If a single NPC remains on the ship, that would be... That would mean there's still a crew manning it. Which actually is something that's interesting that has me hyped is, Nick Smart, the creator of From the Depths, has actually released that he's planning on adding crew to the game. That is most certainly interesting. What ship remains? Is that Marauder? Is that Marauder? Oh, there's a Marauder out to sea. Alright. So let's jump on a Benevolence. Whoa, what's that? Okay. There's a damage Benevolence. That's actually quite interesting. You. Yes! Alright. So in this episode, it's going to be pretty boring. However, we're going to capture potentially 3 Marauders. That is an interesting prospect. And once again, like what I did last time, I'm going to be doing these in bulk episodes. That way, I have enough for a while. Oh, come on. Stop flying! Just swim! Come on. Come on. I want a 3rd Marauder. Why? Because I'm greedy. Shut up. Come on. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I'm greedy. Yes. Ah. Oh boy. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and scrap you. Receiving. Scrap you. and
Receiving.
already scrapped you. Okay.
Moving
You
now.
guys go over here. Yes, as you see, here's
Listening.
my ghost blueprint fleet.
Moving out.
That is going to be. I'm just going to keep that kind of as a Okay, I thought
Moving
I
out.
was going to capture resources.
Receiving.
I'm gonna I'm gonna kind of keep it as, you know, something in the back. And what I
Moving
may
now.
just do, I might just maybe one day reinstate it as an actual fleet, and just I still need to do something about this. They're on top of each other. Reinstate as an actual fleet that's just kind of sitting at my home.
Receiving.
Just because why not? You know, why
Receiving.
not? Alright. So we're going. This episode is gonna be drawing out a little longer, only because of the fact that most of the episode was spent trying to get all the Marauders and Atlases. So we're gonna fight a Barracuda, which, if I remember correctly, that's the factory ship. On. But it's not helping me go much faster. Come on. Come on. Something that I should mention, in about a week I'm going on vacation, so from July 3rd until July 9th? Until July 9th, there won't be any videos posted. This is because, oh wow, you're ramming your own ship. Alright, cool. This is because I'm gonna be on vacation in April, actually. So that's gonna be nice. I think you may have rammed your own ship. I'm not sure though. Oh yeah, I just realized this is the Barracuda. I knew it was Barracuda before, but it just made me realize what that means. The Barracuda, it does spawn these nasty little fighters, which I should have taken my air navy to help fight with. And furthermore, the Barracuda has these lovely cannons on the side. Oh, and that big one in the front. That big one's nasty. I don't know if I'm actually going to win this fight. I mean, the Barracuda... You're already at 96% health. Interesting. All these Tweety Bird fighters. This is interesting. My fleet is not made to be fighting in a pass like this. This is like really restricting them, and it's not good. They're meant to be fast, kind of blockade runners, if you will. These things are ridiculous noise, but I love them just for that fact. That and they're actually pretty darn aerodynamic. These aren't going to be too much of an issue, besides the fact that they are constantly being built by that Barracuda. Well, not constantly. The Barracuda will keep reinforcing me. So, say right now there are 8. I think there is 8, but I'm not 100% sure. If one goes down, the Barracuda will build 1 just to replenish that one that was lost. So that's going to be quite interesting. And unfortunately, I can't ignore these fighters, or bombers actually, because if I do, they will do significant damage to my ships. If I focus on the Barracuda to stop them, they will do the damage. If I focus on the Barracuda to simply keep pumping these out. I really should have brought my Air Force in this. What I could do, could I potentially view battle end options? No forces are present. What I'm going to do is I'm going to end the battle. Why? Because I need to bring my aerial task force in.
Moving now.
I'm going to pull them back 1. I'm going to pull them back 1. The ball league is going to repair.
Listening.
And the aerial task force 2 is done. Ooh. Okay, you know what?
Listening.
What we're going to do is actually aerial task force. This task.
Listening.
Dang it. I'm going click there. This task force is going to be getting some new toys. By new toys, I mean, okay, put the minigun away next to two big, huge oil tanks. Blow those up, and everything's going fine. I want to build 1, 2, 3, 4 benevolences. Why 4 benevolences? Quite simple. With that amount of firepower on our side, that should bring the fight to a relatively quick victory. I'm hoping. Okay, bring it back. And they're capturing these zones, but honestly, I really don't care. I can just recapture them with by simply moving my forces over them. Split, 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 split. Merge these forces.
Listening.
Alright. Okay, so it's going to be... Here will be the flagship. 1.1. Fleet name is going to be M. I don't know whether there's an M there, honestly, but alright. Aerial Task Force 2. I don't know why these have M's after them. That's weird. Oh! I know why. No, actually I don't. Never mind.
Listening.
Okay, that's something I'm going to look at because I don't know why it's doing
Moving
it,
out.
honestly. That's interesting.
Listening.
Oh.
Moving out.
Oops. Something I just realized.
Receiving.
These guys don't exactly know. Hold on, get out of there. Alright. All these guys are going to engage them. No. You're not going to be spying on top of each other and blowing each other up. Come on. Give me that one. There we go. Alright. Still need to do something with that.
Receiving.
I'm going to bring you guys back over here. Just because I need to do that for now to survive. However, unfortunately, I'm going to have to end the episode here. I was hoping to show you the defeat of this Barracuda in this episode. However, I don't want it to run on too long. So, thank you guys for watching. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button and go ahead and view the playlist that I've now created. If you liked it, please leave a like and a comment down below. Anyways, I hope you guys have